Welcome, Aquarius. Welcome, welcome. This is Gigi, and I'm here to do a love reading for all my lovely Aquarius people. Oh, let's turn on some light. How about that? Sorry about that, Aquarius. I had you in the dark. All right. Well, we're going to get out of the dark and into the light as far as knowing what is happening in your love life, Aquarius. If this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you are returning, Aquarius, welcome back. And thank you for your support. It's lovely to see you again. All right, Aquarius, this is a general reading. If you're finding here that the story does not fit, do not panic. All right? That's just all the more reason for you to subscribe so that when the next message drops that does tell your story, you will be aware that it's there for you, okay? So mash that notification bell as well. All right, Aquarius, let's get some messages on the board. All right. Aquarius, we're going to clarify these messages as well. Interesting. Okay. All right, Aquarius. Our first message comes by way of the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse and is being clarified here by the Pathway card. And what this is saying to me, Aquarius, is I'm getting an overwhelming feeling of being cheated. So it's a feeling of, in your current connection, or a connection more specifically, that you may have just walked away from, because that's what I'm feeling for a lot of you. That there is something that just recently happened in a love connection that forced you out. You were not receiving in this connection what you needed. You weren't being valued in the way that you demand to be valued in love. And that's what this Ace of Pentacles is showing me. Like there was nothing of value, or had come down to a situation where nothing of value in love was happening in that connection, which forced you out. I feel like for most of you in that situation, you walked away. All right. There may be a few of you in which the other person ended the connection, but I'm feeling overwhelmingly for the majority of you, it was you who walked away from the situation. And with this Pathway card, it's letting me know that this has been going on. Like, you didn't just come to this decision overnight. You didn't just arrive at it suddenly and say, all right, let me jump up and get out of here. This had been going on for quite some time. In fact, for some of you, this may have been going on for up to 2 years before you actually called it quits. Like, this is something that you tried and tried again to make work, to see how, what was missing, and try to bring to the situation clarity. And it just was not working out that way. With this Six of Swords in the reverse, as well as, or I'm sorry, being clarified by this Occupation card, it's just continuing what we saw here. You did a lot of hard work in this situation, Aquarius. This, like, you were doing the heavy lifting here. And while it seemed like your person was not interested in breaking up, they weren't interested in leaving, they may have even been blocking the inevitable breakup at every turn, is what I'm feeling as well. Because even when you went to call it quits with this person was still making it difficult for you to do so. Whether you were in a living situation and they refused to move out, or they, claim that, oh, I cannot find anything new at this time. There's a shortage of apartments, homes, whatever, and I just can't find something that works for me. And then they lingered on for quite some time. That type of, like, this energy stuck around. So even though you clearly knew, Aquarius, you were done, you were forced, many of you, into a situation where you still had to look this person in the face all the time. Like, you still had to deal with what you were trying to walk away from. So, others of you, this was a relationship that started in a workplace, and because it ended, you still had to come face to face with this person. You still had to have contact with this person. You still had to look at this person's face on a regular basis, and you still may be. They definitely are not going to leave the job, and you are not going to walk away from meaningful employment because of this. But it's just, there's this whole stagnancy feeling of, all right, I'm done with this situation, but I'm still stuck with this situation. Because I feel, for those of you who do have a workplace connection to this person, it is one where the person isn't just like being an adult about it. They're kind of like, they see you, they're in your face. They may be saying things at work to other people. There may be gossip, things of that nature. So that's really what I'm seeing here, okay? And part of I think for a lot of you, there was a situation that, there was a third party in your relationship. And that's probably the thing that just like kind of pushed it over the edge for you. Like, okay, now we haven't been connecting the way we should, and now there's a third party. No, I can't deal with this anymore. So that makes it an even more sticky situation when you consider the workplace, and especially if that third party is actually there in the workplace, right? So again, you are in this situation, Aquarius, where it's done in your mind, but it's not done. It's not done. And this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse came out to say, this cycle's not over yet. You might want it to be, think it is, but it's there energetically, it's there physically, because the cycle is not properly closed out. With this message of the Eight of Pentacles, Aquarius, I do see you kind of nose to the grindstone, doing your best at this time to take care of yourself, to feed your mind the things that you need to kind of really stay sane and given this whole situation, right? I also see you trying to give back to yourself from a self-esteem perspective, working on that, like, truthfully, even with all that lingered on in this situation, you know, this third party interaction, it did hurt you tremendously. It did something, it was a blow in many ways to your self-esteem as well. And so I see you trying to have blinders on, block out all the noise around you, block out all the noise your person is making come up around you, stirring up around you, and just trying to concentrate on what is within your self-esteem, your energy, the dusting yourself off and moving forward, the figuring out in your mind what it is that you want going forward in love, dealing with any pain that's there. You're trying to do the inner work, and you're trying to be very focused and concentrate on it. And I do think you should give yourself credit, Aquarius, because you have been incredibly focused, and especially given the situation that you're in. So give yourself all the give yourself props, because you deserve a medal in this situation, as far as what I'm seeing here. It's like this has taken a lot of tremendous mental fortitude on your part, just for you to kind of hold it together and stay focused. A lot of you as well are throwing yourselves into your work, right, as a distraction from what's happening in your love life. So you are throwing that extra energy into work, and you are just like, if I just focus on here on my coins, you know, it gives my heart and my mind space from each other. And I don't even know why I said that, except that spirit put those words in my mouth, because that's not a concept that I would actually think of. So that's definitely an Aquarius thing, or an Aquarius thing in this case, because somehow this focus on your work is allowing you to space out, or put space between your heart and your mind. Okay? All right. So let me know in the comments below if that makes sense to you, because as I listen to it, I'm not an Aquarius. It does not make sense, but I know spirit is giving me that. All right. So as a result of this as well, you are going to find, Aquarius, that financially it's going to be beneficial. Like your money is going, you're going to be able to build up a few coins here. So at the end of the day, think about how you might treat yourself to something special, in order to, you know, just appreciate what you've gone through at this time, you know. Also, with this gift card, clarifying this as well, the first message that I did get off of it before the one I just gave was that because this cycle hasn't closed out, because your person is kind of lingering, for many of you, your person's going to come at you with a gift to try to get back into your good graces. They're going to present you with something that they feel that you would like, in order to try to turn this energy around. I'll tell you the truth, I don't feel like this third party thing is done, and I don't feel like that's something they're giving up. However, everybody's story will be different in that regard, and you'll need to look maybe at a personal reading to see exactly how that plays out for you. But nonetheless, I feel like they're going to surprise you with some type of gift. Well, it's not going to be a surprise now, is it? But I feel like this is coming your way. All right. All right, Aquarius, I do hope these messages have been helpful. And if they have, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you. And keep your head up. Until next time, Aquarius, take care.